Good evening, young trumpet player. Welcome to today's lesson. We're going to be discussing how to play O Canada in the span of a month. So first things first, we need to talk about how to hold this thing. And we're going to go over a lot of fundamentals. Spend the next 3 days really just nailing all these fundamentals to set up your good trumpet playing. So first of all, we're going to have our left hand look like so. So the thumb goes in the thumb saddle, ring finger goes in the third valve slide hole. The pointer and the middle fingers rest beside the ring finger, but not in the hole, just off to the side, and pinky down below. So I'll turn it around this way so you can see what that looks like. Good. Then pinky goes in this saddle over here, and the middle three fingers come down and press our valves. So I want you to just press really hard like I am right now. I want you to think of your fingers as tiny little hammers. And you might be thinking, why is this important? Well, I'll tell you. We want to press down like tiny little hammers because it will help our notes speak more. If we only press about halfway, we're going to get this really airy sound, and the note's not really going to speak the way we want it to, especially on a piece like O Canada. Very triumphant, very glorious. So we really want to make sure we're pressing down all the way. So then one more thing to talk about is superhero posture. So whether you're standing or you're sitting, I want you to have this very tall posture. I like to think of Superman or Spider-Man. Those are my favorites. So nice and tall, and take a nice deep breath in. Good, just like that. So when we play this thing, and for now, you can just play any note. This is your first 3 days, play any note. And I want you to think an easy breath in and an easy breath out. I'm not working very hard here because it doesn't take that much air to play this beautiful instrument. It just takes a little bit. It takes an active air, but it doesn't take much air. So a nice breath from a deep place. Again, it doesn't have to be very much, but that will help you a lot along the way. So first 3 days, I want you to think about all of those fundamental things. So now, over the course of the rest of that first week, so these next 4 days, you'd spend learning measures 1 through 9. And the big thing to note in measures 1 through 9 are the accents here at the very beginning. This song is entitled O Canada, and we really want to make sure that Canada is felt, right? Canada is the emphasis. And what are the first words? O Canada, right? So really bring those out. Anytime the words are O Canada, really make sure that those speak. As you're playing through this, you're going to notice something in this first week. Maybe the tone isn't quite what we want it to be. Maybe it's a little bit on the airy side. So with that, reduce the amount of air happening at one time and really focus on the vibration. Focus on the buzz a little bit more. We want a healthy balance between vibration and airspeed. And we call that a tone salad because like any salad, if you have too much lettuce and not enough dressing, it's kind of dry. If you have too much dressing and not enough lettuce, then the lettuce is overshadowed. So those are great things to think about in this first week. Second week, I want you to think about measures 9 through 17. And here there's a lot of smooth passages. So really let the notes connect with one another when they're slurring. So in order to do that, we would not articulate. Here's what articulation is. Ta, 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 ta. The tongue is hitting right in between where the teeth end and where the gums start on the top teeth. So in order to not articulate, we just wouldn't do the ta 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 ta. So then in the in the third week, we'd be focusing 17 to the end. And it's back to this very triumphant sound, especially at the very end. Look at measures 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24. Measure 25. O Canada. There's O Canada again. We really want that to shine. So then in your final week, I want you to put all of this together And also watch out for dynamic changes, which are going to be impacted by the volume of air of which you use. I want you to think about slurs and articulations and just creating the best trumpet sound that you can. Dear trumpet player, I wish you the best of luck. If you need anything, don't hesitate to reach out.